the year. Random Hero 19 donated $25 and just said, hype! Mike donated $50 and said, for Ori and all the other amazing doctors out there, let's play games for the future. Thank you, Mike. All right, everyone. It is the time that you've been waiting for. It's time for our next speed run. It's DeadCore, no major glitches speedrun percent by imawakka. Take it away.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name's imawakka. I'll be running speedrun mode for you. On my couch, I've got some of the greatest DeadCore speedrunners in the world. Antron Javolta. I'm gonna have them sound off. They're gonna say their names. That way you guys can just kind of put a name to the voices that you hear, as they will be doing a lot of the commentary for me.
Hello, I am nrrillinthas.
What's up, everyone? I'm Sam.
Yo, I'm Tron.
And that's my couch. We are ready to get this run rolling, so if GDQ is ready, we can just jump right into this. We're ready? Sweet. All right. So in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Let's go. Good luck.
All right. Thank you. So first things first. DeadCore is a first-person shooter 3D platformer game. The basic premise of this game is get from point A to point B as fast as we possibly can. There, of course, is a plot in this game, but it's not told through, say, gameplay or cutscenes or anything like that. It's actually told through optional collectibles called logs, which can be collected in the story mode of the game. All that said of the plot is very much like any plot in a Michael Bay action film. It's pretty irrelevant to the actual content. And as I said before, it is optional, just like Leg Day. Anyways, let's talk about some basic mechanics of the game. So the most basic mechanic we have in this game is the jump and a double jump. We know these to be the most basic mechanics, as they are literally the only mechanics that we start with on a 0% save file. The next most basic mechanic we have in this game would be our gun. We have a gun. It's called the switch gun. It's named that appropriately, as it switches things on and off when we shoot them. This gun has lots of modifications. There you saw me shoot a white box and creates that purple field. The purple field is a grav field, and with the grav mod on our gun, we are allowed to shoot those fields, activate them, and basically those fields then manipulate the gravity that's affecting our character. Yeah, that's basically what it does. It makes for some pretty cool level design stuff. The next basic mechanic I want to talk about is dashing. As you can see in my gun, there's a yellow meter there, and I've been doing a lot of dashing quite a bit here. As I dash over these things, the meter goes down. Dashing is probably the most used basic mechanic in the entire run. We do it. We're gonna be doing it all the time throughout this entire run. It's gonna be constant. This is the number thing we want to do. We don't want to overuse it, because we can overuse it and it turns red, and then we run out, and then we have to slow down. So we're not gonna be trying to. We're gonna be trying not to do that the best we possibly can. The next thing I want to talk about real quick, it sounds basic, but every time I spawn into a level, there's a checkpoint. It's that green circle I was standing right at the start there. Checkpoints are pretty important and pretty basic, but basically, when I make contact, at any point in time, I can press the R key. And I'll respawn at the last checkpoint I made contact with. And this is really important. This second, I'm gonna do it right here, like that. This does two things for me. One, it restores the ammo in my gun. As you can see, there is an ammo indicator in my gun. Oh, I don't have a double jump. This is bad. And the second thing it does is it restores... Oof. Good thing I got that checkpoint. The second thing it does is it restores my dash. So a very common thing you're going to be seeing me doing throughout this entire run is I will be going to a checkpoint. I'll basically collide with the checkpoint, And then what I'm going to do immediately after that is I'm going to press R, like immediately. This is just something we do all the time because we want to make sure that we have max ammo and max dash at all times. The last basic mechanic I really want to touch on here is a mechanic called Blast. See here at the tip of my gun there is a sphere. That is basically a blast sphere. Blast is really just an extension of our basic switch gun mechanic of turning things on and off, except it works in area of effect. There's one other notable thing to mention about Blast. What that is we can shoot the ground and jump, and we do what's called a blast jump. In a lot of other games, it'd be referred to as a rock jump. Basically, it just gets us an extra high jump. Now that the basic mechanics are out of the way, I want to pass the torch over to my boy Sam, and he's going to cover the category I'm running right now.
Yeah, definitely. So the category that imawakka is playing here is called Speedrun Mode, No Major Glitches. We call this category speedrun mode because every time he finishes a level and goes out to the main menu, he's gonna click on the speedrun tab of the menu, and this is an area where you can access all of the bonus levels and the main story levels of the game. It's effectively an all levels run. We don't call it all levels because there is a hidden Easter egg 6th story level, but it's very short and it's not accessible through the speedrun mode menu. So we were playing all the levels in the speedrun tab. It's a no major glitches run. There are a handful of glitches that aren't allowed, like wall clipping or mega jumps, but for the most part he can use any of the exploits to gain a lot of height and speed that we found in this game. As you maybe picked up while imawakka was talking about the basic mechanics, this is a New Game Plus run. So he's starting with a 100% save file. This is necessary for him to start with all of these different upgrades, and you can route levels differently when you're able to use some of the different stuff. And it's also important to have a 100% save file because throughout the main game there are collectibles you can get that actually unlock the bonus levels for you. And this right here, he's going to be going into the end zone of this level, and he's going to move into the first of the story levels. It is called The Fall.
Yeah,
Yes.
with The Fall, we're going to start off with our first glitch. And this glitch right here that he just performed is called the curve boost. Basically what you do with the curve boost is you get on any curved surface, and then you want to dash, blast, and jump all at the same time. Now what that'll do is it'll just send you flying upwards if you do it correctly. Now, coming up on a special curve boost, we're coming up on the Mondo. And this curve boost is kind of special because if you do it correctly, you gain a lot of height. And it'll...
Failed it.
Yeah, that was on the battery. That was... Okay, never mind. Okay, anyways, well, if you were to get it, it would save about 5 to 10 seconds. Now Wakka is going on these background objects, which makes the game, or this level, a lot faster. And
Redo that one.
yeah, get 7 ammo.
You grab this checkpoint.
Yep,
And shoot this door here.
yep, and just do one more curve boost here. And he had to shoot that door because it's required to end the level. And that's The Fall.
Section that we're going to see throughout the run. We basically jump over like everything else, but you pretty much get through this section pretty quickly as well with a curve boost there. And we also have a super dash jump coming up here. You've already seen a few of these, but to explain what exactly that is, it's basically a tight combination of doing a dash into a super jump. And a super jump is it's like a few frame input window of jumping the moment you touch a jump pad, and it's probably one of the biggest execution barriers in no major glitches, because the run is just riddled with super dash jumps everywhere, and it's really difficult to do. But this level's probably one of the more it's more diverse than the first one, because we have the curve boost, we have super dash jumping, and we also have grab boosting, which will be explained in the storm, and we also have blast dash dash jumping, which is like a super dash jump, except we use the blast mechanic instead of a jump pad to get the height. And that's basically the end of the level for that.
Well said. Next level we're going to is the Voids, the third level of the story mode. Unpopular opinion, but this is a good level. I really enjoy this level. We kick it off with 2 quick curve boosts. That was the first one. We're gonna do another one. Oh, I'm gonna go the other way. Do the other one right here. Not as quick as I was hoping, but 2 quick ones. Gonna grab this checkpoint for safety strats, and we're gonna follow it up with a failed super dash jump. Hopefully not a failed super dash jump. Speaking of failed super dash jumps, that's 2. I think I failed 3 like on Zeta. I'm doing this thing where I am gonna be donating $5 for every failed super dash jump that I perform.
So you're up
You
to
wanna play along?
3 failed?
5. We're up to 5.
Okay. Well, you hit that
Anyways,
one there.
Yep. Anyways, so the reason this level is so unpopular is because this level is literally just made up of curve boosts and super dash jumps. Super dash jumps is a must in this category, is a must in any no major glitches category. It's you got, if you want to go fast, you got to do it. And it's really difficult. It's really tight, and it takes a lot of precision. We're gonna do another one right here. This is actually, in my opinion, the hardest one. I failed it, so we're up to 6, and I'm gonna try and do it back up here. Because I don't want to fail again and owe more money. So there we go. And that is the Void.
So yeah, now we're moving into the 4th story level. This one is called The Storm. It's one of my favorite levels in the game. The game really ramps up in difficulty when you move into this level. It's where you first get the gravity mod. So the level is heavily populated with these purple fields that allow you to shift your perspective. And that makes it really tough to figure out where to go in a game that is as non-linear as DeadCore is. But something that's really cool for us in the speedrun with all of these gravity fields is we get to really abuse gravity boosting, which we saw a little bit in some of the other levels that imawakka has played so far. He's gonna do another one there. But so I really like this trick. It's easier to execute than either a curve boost or a super dash jump, and on the right levels you can gain a lot of time with them. The way they work is when you go in or out of a gravity field, your perspective changes, but you retain control of your character. So while the screen is rotating back to its original orientation, he'll input dash, then jump. And
like
he did that, and he gets a big height boost out of the game. The fact that most of the glitches we have discovered in this game give us a ton of extra height is really conducive to a variety of different routes and strats we can try, because the way the levels are designed, most of what we're doing is just trying to go up. So we have a lot of flexibility and options in how we decide to do that. Wakka's gonna go for a big curve boost right here that's gonna skip this entire section. You can see when he was flying up down to his left, a bunch of that. Nice. So that's actually a really good curve boost. Normally, people won't get that much height, and they'll have to go to a jump pad that's to the left that eventually shoots them up to that location. But when you get the right height off your first curve boost, you can do a blast jump off the wall with your double jump and get all the way up. So you're gonna go for a super dash jump here. He failed it, so that
7,
is
right?
7, but happens to get that checkpoint, which is good. Yeah, I think you're at 7. He's doing some old glitchless method of getting through that until he got to the height he wanted, so his gravity boost would take him up. He, if you notice right there, he fell a bit, so he could grab that checkpoint. This obstacle is pretty easy when you learn that you can just hang out in the corner and fall down the entire thing. But if something goes wrong in this section, it's been a lot of time since he had a checkpoint, so you really want to hit that one before going into that big gravity field. So we did another STJ there. This is a really cool one. It lets you go to the top of this gravity field if you can line up with the cycles of the moving lasers. That was good. It can be a little nerve-wracking because this is a relatively difficult obstacle, and he hasn't had a checkpoint since before that big long fall.
Oh.
But now he's going into the final section of level 4. He's going to dash before activating the grav field, and that allows him to store his momentum because he's dashing in the same direction that the gravity is going to take him. He's going to do that trick again at the start of this level, which is the 5th story level.
Yep, and this level is the Ascension. Now, Wakka is going to be doing another one of those dashes right up here. Zoom. Nice. I had to add it, man. I had to add it. Okay. So, Wakka is going to be going to these things called orbs, and that will allow him to go to the next part of the level. So, going out here, right here. And he's going to be skipping that checkpoint. And the reason he's skipping that checkpoint is because it allows him to go back to the part of the level where he got the other checkpoint after he grabs the orb.
Skipped another checkpoint there. Gonna activate this last orb, hit R like I was talking about before, and we're back in the game. We just got like a bunch of backtracking that the game would have forced us to do, which is a giant bore. We're ready for some donos if that's cool. Maybe one or two.
Yeah, donos are always cool. Okay, so this one's pretty important to address. First of all, Sam, it's for you as the commentary. I've got $5 here from also Sam. Says time for another name train. Sam reporting in.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it.
One more.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Here's $200 from Fogo. Good luck on the run, Waka.
Damn.
Throw the chat a dab when you get a chance. Oh, by the way, when does a joke become a dad joke? When it becomes apparent. Runner's choice for incentive.
Nice. Partner, talk about it.
Okay,
Thank
this
you, Fogo.
part right here is called the run killer. And this is a special super dash jump. If he gets it, which he always does, it's called the run killer because if you're on regular no major glitches, new game or new game plus category, and you're on PB pace, then basically that's gonna make or break your run. If you don't get it, then your run's over. Now Waka's going up to this second orb here, and just has the dash jump up there and do a curve boost. And he's going to be just shooting through these small holes right there. And we're going on to the last orb here. And it wasn't apparent in the last one, but he skipped a checkpoint. And in this third orb, it's going to be more apparent that he's going to be skipping checkpoints. Other than that, we can probably get some donations in.
Okay, just wanted to let you know that Chet is a very big fan of orbs. I have no idea why, but anyway, it must be some new meme I don't know. I'm sure. Okay, here's a $10 donation from the Punk Rocketeer. Good luck with the run, Waka. Make me proud because I'm going to pay for it tomorrow, today, for staying up so.
Yeah.
Also have
Thanks, Punk.
$25 here from Much. Nothing like the smell of breadcore at 2 in the morning.
Hey.
Hey, thank you much.
Oh, I get it. Thank you much, or thank you. Anyway, okay, $15 here from Rocket Propelled Kupo Craft. Imawakka, I miss you. Visiting you has been put on hold, but House on the Rock soon. Breadcore for life, best RPG ever made.
Something like that. Thanks, Rocket.
Okay, and we're going
All right.
to Ada.
Yep, back to the bonus levels. This level starts out basically with a section of the storm. You might remember this coming up here, this grav field obstacle, but there's a few ways we can go about this. Waka usually does the super dash jump here at the start, but you can also take a grav boost up there if you just use the jump pad normally. But this obviously is faster, it looks like. And overall, this level has gotten pretty optimized because of grav boosting. It's made it the sections a bit more straightforward. Ooh.
I'm just gonna go back down. This is awkward.
Yeah. But yeah, there's usually a bit of backup strats if we mess anything up. There's a super dash jump. If we miss it, we can always drop down to the right there. Get the checkpoint.
I kind of wonder if I should have got that checkpoint.
Yeah,
You're good.
all right, we're good.
Alright.
Yep, we're out of the clear. Yeah.
Why did you grab that one?
Yeah, we got it. We got it.
Yep. So yeah, we just keep going through the level, and this is another section here that got optimized by grav boosting, because on the tops here, the obstacle, there's lasers, and you can't really like do anything too quickly with it, or else you'll get hit by a laser. And same with this obstacle as well. Everything kind of just wants to kill you. And we just grab boost all the way through. And then up ahead here is also a really slow-moving crusher. It doesn't really do much. You just fly right past it. Easy level.
Good stuff.
Yep. Now we're moving into Theta. So So this level is also going to start with a section that is copy-pasted from the Storm. So you maybe remember him going through this obstacle. He's going to do this curve boost to skip a huge section. But something that now that you've seen all the story mode missions, you'll be able to pick out that majority of the bonus levels actually have sections copy-pasted from the story. Some of them use obstacles that we don't interact with in our story mode, so we're still doing something fresh. But as soon as he gets to this part of the level, this is a unique level with its own obstacles and stuff to do. He's gonna do a little curve boost off of there. Gonna go up to this jump pad. We've had a few different routes at this section because there's a jump pad over to the right that takes you close to the same height. But we found out if you hit a super dash jump off the one he did, you can get one grab field farther than this. If you missed that super dash jump, is
that's
that
8, by the way. Yeah, it's 8.
Okay. So let his dash respawn and get there, just in the bottom. I don't think you wanted to run out of dash there.
No, that would have been tragic.
Yeah.
Did a really cool grab boost there. You need to get pretty much max height out of that gravity field in order to get all the way up to the platform that he did. And it's definitely takes a bit of work to get your timings down to do that. One thing I guess that's good to mention, with a lot of these tricks, so gravity boosting, we're using our dash to get extra height. When we're doing a super dash jump, we're dashing into a jump pad to get extra height. Same with a curve boost. But if we hold dash longer while we're doing any of those tricks, we will get more height after we've transitioned into moving upwards. So that is one of the main times in this category that we'll hold dash, opposed to doing really light taps. You see he's doing these light taps here, and that lets him conserve dash and keep his height really good to skip all of these obstacles, get into that jump pad, and fly right to the end of the level.
Boom.
And now we're going into Iota.
Yoda.
Now, Iota is part of the Ascension. At the start, you can kind of see it. And there's nothing really special about this level. I just like this level because I grinded it a lot. And yeah, that's all I want to really say about this level. It's cool. We can get a lot of donations in here. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to spoil things, but I can't help but notice the bonus levels are like Greek letter names. I can't imagine what's coming up. Okay, $5 here from Sam Wise, who says, a fellow Sam here, $5 hike train, choo-choo. Thank you for Sam number 2 reporting it. Let's see, I've got a $50 donation here from Funky Bee. Thank you to everyone involved with this event. Nothing like a late night great gaming and supporting a good cause. Also, Dark Blob 2, a $25 donation here, saying, I happened across DeadCore one day on Steam. I thought it was a ton of fun, even though I wasn't terribly fast. I'm happy that I've stayed up late enough to be able to catch its run. Let's go.
Awesome.
Awesome sauce.
I'll probably get one more in.
Sure, $20 from Cyberbot X. Gotta work in the morning, but might as well put in another donation before I head off to bed. Also, might as well put this toward that bonus any % DLC for The Last of Us.
All right. Chat, spam your Kappas. Oh, first I
didn't make it.
lost. But yeah, this level is named Kappa, and if you got your Kappas, spam them. But yeah, we got a first cycle strat here right at the start, and something I actually learned today is that this section here is actually part of the Ascension. It's the run killer part that we skipped. That was off to the right, but we basically just jump completely over it, all the lasers, and we get to the run killer section part here. And it's pretty much just like the Ascension. Yeah. So nice, you gotta do it twice.
Part of what makes this trick so difficult is that you're setting up the super dash jump on this moving platform. So you can only really move around while the platform is falling. It goes up and down. But while it's going up, you kind of get stuck in place, which makes it really difficult to try to fine-tune how you're getting into it.
Yeah. This level
Even failing this a second time here, it's a huge time save.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
But yeah, this level is, as you can see, it's really open and it's pretty linear. There's not too much going on with it. We basically just use like curve boosts and super dash jumps to skip like small sections, or not really small sections, but sections of the level. since there's not really much else you can do, and it's a bit spooky because of this, because you could just easily like fall or like hit a laser, and the checkpoints are kind of far in between and such. Yeah, we got to back up here. Usually we get to the tippy top of this and just pass through all the lasers and such. Because yeah, this
little
is fun.
Improvised backup.
Yeah,
Nice.
Nice.
Made it. All right, and we have a straightaway section here, so we actually have time for more donations.
Oh, right. Here's a $20 donation from Lauda, who says, love GDQ. Thank you for that. Samantha donates $10 saying, Sam Train hype. Thank you, Samantha.
Heck yeah.
Aqua Grunt with $30. I love the music that plays in the breaks. Agreed.
Same.
Neo Kane with a $10 donation to Doctors Without Borders here, and they said, GDQ weeks are the best weeks. Less than 3. Best entertainment all day long. Greetings from Germany, and much love to all the runners and people behind the scenes. That's
All
you,
right,
Waka.
Hey.
And we just skipped 3 towers there. We just did a little wall blast jump to get to the last tower and just skip all that. Easy.
Yeah, so now we're moving into the final 3 levels of the run. These are the backer levels. These are people that backed the original Kickstarter for the development of this game, and they were the highest donators. This level is called Clement. This is a fun level. It's got these gravity field obstacles with lasers rotating around them that don't really show up in any of the other levels of the game. It's another level that we've gotten quite a bit of mileage out of grav boosting. Yeah. Then up here he's going to be doing a super dash jump off of this guy. Got it first try, so we're still at 8 for that.
We're at 9, dude. We're at 9.
Oh, we're at 9?
Uh-oh.
Oh, so he hit, he
us.
hit the side and it cut his momentum. He was going to keep going up. He made it across. It's fine.
That was gross.
What a climb.
Yeah.
So this is a section where the different ways you can choose to go about the level really start to show up. The imawakkas did a STJ at the start and is doing some curve boosts around for these. This is a good curve boost. It lets them skip some of those jump pads. You can go straight through the obstacle and it's a very similar time. There are a lot of different ways to complete things in this game. This is kind of the final segment here. We got some grav fields that he's gonna hopefully boost out of and just get to the end of that.
Oof.
Ran out of boost, but he still just got across.
What a legend.
Yeah, some enemies here. So you got those 2 cubes. They'll try to knock you aside, and there were a ring of turrets. But other than that, if you're fast enough, the end isn't too big of a problem.
All right. So yeah, like Sam said, these last levels are all named after people. One's called Nicholas. This one was obviously named after the most hardcore dude of them all, because this level is just so hardcore and crazy. And long and difficult, and we done.
Wow.
Wow.
Impressive.
So we're moving into our last level of the category. This is Wandrill. Imawakka wanted me to make sure I mentioned that Imawakka doesn't like this level.
No one likes this level.
Very dislike level.
I think one of the reasons that a lot of people who speedrun this game don't really like this level is because of this section that he's about to get up to. So we call this the auto-scroller section. It's obviously not an auto-scroller like in a 2D platform or anything, but you're supposed to wait for all of these blocks to fall down in order to progress through the level. But recently we discovered a couple different ways of abusing some of the glitches we've been talking about in order to get through the section faster. So he started with an SDJ and got up to that block and then did a curve boost off of that and a gravity boost out of that field. And one of the things that makes this particularly challenging is that these blocks are all still set up to fall down in order to let people progress. But once you get up on top of them and you're trying to go the alternate way, you don't really have time to set up your tricks like you could in some other sections of the game. Makes it very hard to learn in the first place. Imawakka did very well at it. That was a good STJ there. Lets him go straight up to hit this. This is a section of the level I really like. So this is an obstacle that you see a lot in this game. These long paths with the up and down lasers and the cubes, and you shoot those to fly through. But in this category, we skip almost every single one of those that we come across. We do big curve boosts to skip the whole section, or in Capo, we fly over the top of all of it. So I like that this is a section where we really interact with the obstacle and have to avoid death a little bit.
Yeah. Fun fact, the top donor, his face is right there if I hit a button. Not going to hit that button because I'm going to use his face to climb to the top here. Got another fun fact for you. Much like the Ryan Reynolds classic, The Green Lantern film, Wandrel sucks. This is a terrible level. I don't know why anyone would ever want to play this level.
So here's a section where he's running out of ammo, and he used his second to last shot to activate that grav field. He's going to be good. We're getting pretty close to the end of the run, so we want to give shout-outs to all the DeadCore peoples. Great game. Anyone else?
Yeah. I got some shout-outs.
Oh,
Shout-outs to the homies, the DeadCore homies, people who follow my Twitch stream. I really appreciate it. Appreciate your donations. Appreciate you guys staying up this late and watching my run. It means a lot to me. It really does. So thank you so much. Yeah, shout out to the DeadCore community. If there's anyone actually awake right now.
Yeah, I don't think many are awake.
Shout outs to GDQ for putting on this event. We're gonna want to get ready for time.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do the curve boost.
Yeah, it's gonna be when he
good.
gets up to this top floating platform.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
gonna need to
Forgot how
get
play
this
the
We're
game.
getting there. We're
Got
not getting
this.
there.
There we go.
Okay.
So
Yeah, but if you
Time.
thought that's time. That's time. If you thought this one was cool, please go check my our Discord out. Join our Discord, join the SRC page, check it out. If you think this run is cool and you'd like to see more of it, please follow me on Twitch TV/imawakka. I'd really appreciate it. I could use some follows. It would really increase my self-confidence if my follower numbers were slightly incremented. And I think those are my parting words. Love you guys. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
yeah, it was awesome.
Yep.
GG.
Awesome.
All right, thank you so much to imawakka for that wonderful run of DeadCore. It's fantastic. Got many more donations coming in here during that run. Thank you all for your generosity. I've got $10 here from Michael Morrow, who says, I'm excited to give my first donation to GDQ. I've watched your content for so long, and I figure it's time to give back. Thanks for being so entertaining, and keep up the amazing speedrunning. You're all so amazing. Much appreciated, Michael. And with that, we're going to send you to a brief word from Twitch. Welcome back to SGDQ 2020 Online. Prolix returning to you to read some of your donations and keep this hosting train running. I've had a theme here with some first-time donors and some from our international audience, so let me keep going with that. Here's $10 from Doc Reactions. Greetings from New Zealand. Thank you so much for putting this amazing event on. From Dan and Rufus the dog. Thank you, Doc Reactions. And with that, I'd like to introduce an interview. I'm going to send it over to Keizaron.
What's up, SGDQ 2020? Keizaron back again, and I'm here with the BioShock Infinite runner, bloodthunder. First and foremost, good morning. How are you?
Not too bad. How are you, Keys?
I'm ready for bed, and I'm probably not going to bed as much as I probably should. Just the GDQ life, you know?
Right. Staying up till 6 a.m., having tons of fun.
Yeah, exactly. So let's just get right to it. Most basic question I could possibly ask you, but I always love hearing the introduction of people picking up games. So what got you into speedrunning BioShock Infinite specifically?
So for BioShock Infinite, I'd already been running BioShock 1 and 2 before this had come out in 2013, I believe. And so it was just a natural progression. It's like, I already do 1. I'm already working on 2. I think at the time it's like, oh, a brand new game in the series. Why not? Just jump right into it. Have some fun.
Speaking of fun, like I'm sure there's going to be a ton of cool tricks and tech that we can see in your run, but is there any in particular that you want to kind of whet the beak of the audience a little bit?
I mean, most of the stuff just comes from using the HRH, which I think we'll probably touch on here in a second. But that allows us to do a lot of crazy stuff by running really fast, death warping through walls, through gates, just getting to places we're not supposed to be for the most part. So you're still going to see a bunch of story, but we're also going to do a lot of crazy stuff you probably don't think is possible in the run.
Now, what I'm personally curious about is with all the crazy stuff we're going to see, this game was in at 2015, and now it's back after a 5-year hiatus. So has there been a real major change to the routing at all?
I mean, a lot of improvements, some better skips, some newer skips. But the way this game works, it's very linear in nature, and you just have to be able to bypass cutscenes, which we haven't figured out. So it's going to look somewhat familiar with a lot of new little bits here and there to spice things up.
Now, we did mention HRH, which is part of the category that you're running. I personally have no clue what the HRH mod is, and this is kind of a good opportunity to go as in-depth with it as you feel like, my friend.
Yeah, it's usually a pretty big point of contention in speedruns when you say you want to use a mod or modify a game. People really like their stuff very pure. It's like, I just want to boot up the game and go. Anything else, that shouldn't be included. But the HRH mod is a mod that the community allows in this category. You can also do it without, but no one does that. And it basically removes the grinding of a 1 in 52 drop rate. So there's different gears in the game that allow you to have different abilities, and you can customize that the way you want. But one in particular, HRH, which stands for Hellrunner's Hat, is a mod that allows you to run really fast when your shield breaks. And it's vital for the run and the tricks. Basically, you just don't want to do it without. So the old run, if you watch like 2015's run that didn't include the HRH mod, you have to sit there and grind out for this 1 in 52 drop rate, and you can literally sit there for 30 minutes and never get it. I've personally had runs like resetting that area 200 plus times trying to find it, and this just guarantees that we'll get it there first try every time. So it's really small part of the run, but it's vital for all the other stuff to come after it. So the community's like, no one wants to grind this out anymore. The run's dying. There's no competition. Let's put in this mod and then just breathe new life into the game, which I think is always for the best. Even if it's not as pure as you may want it to be, it makes the run that much more fun overall.
So not to make it too simplistic sounding, but it sounds like it's basically just a way to add consistency to the runs so you can get more runs going. Would you say that's correct?
Right, yeah. It's a spot 25 minutes into the run that if you just don't get it first try, you might reset once or twice, but after that, you just reset your run. Do those 25 minutes over and over until you get that one drop. And as a Pokemon runner, I'm sure you know all about RNG and how awful that can
goodness.
be.
Yeah, I can't tell you how thankful I am that a lot of the games that are older in the series, there's forms of RNG manipulation to help add that consistency. Because I've definitely noticed, specifically in the Pokemon community, just how much more you get out of runs when you're able to just get past silly little things like that. And I'm sure that it's the same exact thing for being able to play more BioShock Infinite. And I'm sure that opened up more, I guess, routing opportunities because you can actually get past that part pretty quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like whenever you can make it less about RNG in one specific drop and more about execution and just performing well, it's going to be much better overall. You know, runs are going to get faster,
Absolute
more
agreement from me.
competition. You get more runners in. So it's just great all around.
Yeah, it becomes less daunting that way. But speaking of daunting, I know that there's a lot of people that probably really love BioShock Infinite, but have not considered speedrunning it because they might be intimidated or they might not know exactly where to pick up some of the resources. So if you have any shout outs or any like community discords or anything that you feel like showing to the people, go ahead.
Yeah, if you just go, if you want to look for any of this stuff, I mean, HRH mod's not available on console, but you can still do the run for the most part on console. Just go to the speedrun.com page for BioShock Infinite. I think it's /BSI. And there should be a Discord link there. And there's plenty of people in there that can help you out. And there's routes and links and all that good stuff attached with it. So.
Well, awesome. Well, thanks for taking the time out of your, I guess it's still morning, taking the time out of your morning to do this interview with me. Really appreciate it. And I wish you all the best in your run.
Yeah, thank you. No problem.
And with that, we're going to cut this interview and we're actually going to go ahead and throw directly to the Darksiders Genesis run by Sunny Muffin. So take it away, gang.